balancing on the edge of, am I going to get stuck or wedged or not, or both? Hello and welcome back once again to a brand new adventure here in SnowRunner. Now, what we're going to be doing in this video is we have a realistic trail riding adventure planned in John Hot Rod's newest GMC Jimmy. And well, you can switch this thing back and forth between a Jimmy or a Blazer, like a K5 generation Blazer, but this one is pretty much set exactly how I want. Now, one of the things that I really like about the setup on this particular build is the fact that grip-wise, I have set this thing up to be a lot more geared towards, I would say, realism levels than over-the-top levels. And it's got mid-range power and a very realistic transmission tune. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and fire it up, get it out on some trails, and honestly, just see what this thing can do. It also sounds so good. Standard low is a little bit too low. Now let's see. I think we'll go ahead and run the radar first. It's so sick. Although it does take a minute for it to run through. It's honestly been so long since I've been here that I don't necessarily remember the routes. So I'm just going to kind of pick one at random and we're just going to see where we end up. I do love how the ruts on this map are so like deep and defined, because in the real world, you'll legitimately just fall into the ruts like that. Honestly, out of both of these options, I think I'm going to go left. See how we have a little bit of that realistic wheel slip, even on the dirt? Little bit of a drop in. Honestly, not too bad, though. I don't know why I'm hanging out near the edge. I've got, like, a massive snorkel. Is this... I'm like, is it a multiple choice? Or is it just like a no, you go left? Oh my God! All right. Oh, that's a hell of an angle. Hold on. Hold on. I did not realize it dug in that deep. All right, angle it to the left. Okay, that was a lot more ridiculous than I was planning for. And it's things like that that make this map so realistic and so interesting, because even though on the surface it looks extremely easy, there are so many little spots like that that will just jump out at you from out of nowhere. Oh, come on. Oh, what are you doing? Are we serious? Oh, there it is. And keep in mind as well that these are 42-inch tires. They're getting swallowed up like a set of 35s in some of these ruts, but these are actually legitimately massive tires. So keep that in mind when you're trying to figure out what vehicles you would bring out here. Just trying to find a little bit of grip. To be honest, I don't know why we can't find any. Try to go a little bit more inside. Not too bad. Oh! So I was high-centered on a rock. Okay. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. This is also a wonderful map for doing some first-person driving. I love how the second I say that, I wind up like plunging into a hole. It just cruises so well in low plus though. You just gotta be really easy on some of these like dips because they're so aggressive. And honestly, some of them will get your bumper hung up really, really bad. There we go. Ooh. It wasn't too happy with me. It wasn't too happy with me on that one. It was like really trying to kind of find its own footing there. The biggest thing is just keeping your momentum up. Dropping in. Oh, that's some unexpected mud. Oh, this gets like super overgrown. A little dark too. That looks so freaking realistic though. That is incredibly realistic. Honestly, that's one of the most realistic sections I've been through on a map in a while. So I should probably come back here more often because there's still a lot of this map that I haven't explored. And if the rest of it is anything like this, I'm kind of down for that. I'm honestly just trying to like keep my momentum all together, but also explore as much of it as I can. Don't get high centered. Come on. Ooh! I know a lot of people probably think that this map is one that you could just come to and zone out, but there's like genuinely a lot more to it than that. There's so much more beneath the surface of this map, and if you've only been to it once or only tried a couple of the trails, not gonna lie, you're seriously missing out. And I think because of that super realistic vibe, it definitely deepens the experience, honestly, quite a bit. Because you really just get into this rhythm that you would almost find yourself in if you were doing kind of a similar type of trail system in the real world. Is that a connector? Is that a connect? No. I think that's actually a creek. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I was like, why do I have a locator up? Like, unless there's some point of interest over there that had nothing to do with what I wanted. Although I do think we are about to come up to a crossroads. Oh, I am... Don't worry about me. I'm just a bit wedged. It's fine. Yeah, it's definitely not for like... It's not for like the type of driving you would normally do on like a vanilla map. If you zone out here, you will either roll over or get stuck. Especially within your first, like, 10 minutes of gameplay or so. See, that just ends. And then this just... Honestly, this just kind of keeps going and going and going. As much as I want to go to the left, I've never been this way. I've never been down to the right over here. Oh! Well, that started off well. Oh, come on. Come on. This entire map so far has just been a big game of like balancing on the edge of, am I gonna get stuck or wedged or not, or both? I do love how all of the gear in the back actually moves around with like the movement of the vehicle. It's so sick. And really and truly, like, there are few vehicles that would make a better match for a map like this, because even though we have these like 42-inch tires, I think we're still kind of in a place where, since the grip is tuned the way it is, it still doesn't feel like super over the top. It doesn't feel like we're, you know, just cruising through the map with complete ease. We're not like walking over everything, but there's definitely like, there's that element of the vehicle still feels capable, but you still have to kind of keep your wits about you. Oh, that's a view. Bring you around. And I don't know about y'all, but I really find these realistic adventures to be a ton of fun because they're so relaxing. Because, yeah, sure, there's no objective, quote unquote, but even with there being no objective, your only objective is to like relax and enjoy the scenery and just have a blast. And that's kind of the whole reason people do this anyway. Yeah, I am in super uncharted territory now. I legitimately don't know where I am. Like, legitimately 100% don't know where I am. Although I feel like that's kind of good, because that means we're starting to get into the areas of the map that I really want to see. Oh, that's precarious. Come on, come on. I'm just like, sit back down. Ooh. That was a little bit more lift out of the front axle than I was ready for. Oh, we've gone a good ways. Like, we've gone a genuinely long ways back here. We should be about to come up to, like, a connector to another road or, like, another trail. I'm not sure if it's, like, a road or, like, a proper trail. I guess we'll find out. It's a lot of up and down. Look at that. Oh, that's wild. It's such a scrambly section of trail, and I love that. Oh? Do we get some mud? Maybe, possibly, kind of, sort of. Oh, and actually, I think we found our connector. And boom! Not bad. Not bad at all. This thing is definitely going to provide a wonderful starting point for some future adventures. But if y'all enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time.